In a divided world, how can we bridge the gap between us and show unconditional kindness? Today's polarized society tears at the seams of our shared humanity. Yet amidst these challenges, there lies a timeless narrative that urges us to love without reservation. As we navigate through a landscape often marked by indifference and conflict, the ancient biblical wisdom of the Good Samaritan reaches out to offer a guiding light, beckoning us to cross the very frontiers that separate us. Consider this: acts of compassion can transcend all boundaries, creating ripples that extend far beyond our immediate circles. Recently, a story surfaced that captured the essence of such unexpected generosity, a tale that mirrors the profound message within the parable of the Good Samaritan, reminding us that sometimes those most different from us can be the ones to offer a helping hand when we least expect it. Imagine walking down a bustling city street, the air thick with the hum of life, yet you spot a figure huddled in an alleyway, their circumstances a sharp contrast to the carefree laughter and conversation around you. This scene isn't unfamiliar. It's a daily occurrence in cities worldwide, and a stark reminder that despite our advancements, human suffering still exists at our doorsteps. It's here, in the midst of our complex, fast-paced lives, that the parable of the Good Samaritan takes on a new form, one that transcends ancient roads and becomes real on the asphalt under our feet. Over 2,000 years ago, the story was told of a man traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho who fell victim to robbers and was left for dead. The road was notorious for its danger, and perhaps it was this shared awareness that made the subsequent actions of the passers-by all the more poignant. A priest and then a Levite, both respected figures within their community, saw the injured man but chose to walk by without offering help. Then came a Samaritan, a man from a group despised by the Jews, who not only stopped but also went to great lengths to ensure the wounded traveler's care and recovery. This Samaritan demonstrated what it meant to truly love one's neighbor, a concept that stretched far beyond the bounds of social norms and prejudices. Fast forward to today, where social media feeds are often filled with heartwarming stories of individuals reaching across societal divides to lend a hand. Just like the Samaritan, these modern-day heroes don't wait for someone else to act. They step forward, breaking the invisible barriers that we construct around ourselves, be it race, religion, or socioeconomic status. Such acts, whether big or small, reaffirm the enduring power of empathy and human connection. They're vivid illustrations that the essence of the parable is not locked in history. It's alive, urging us all to become neighbors to those in need, regardless of who they are or where they come from. Amid the often fiery debates of who is our neighbor, we may discover the profound beauty in the simple yet revolutionary act of kindness shown by the Samaritan. To truly grasp this parable's weight, we must transport ourselves back in time, to an era where Jews and Samaritans shared a mutual disdain, their interactions strained by deep-seated historical and theological conflicts. It's within this context that the Samaritan's actions speak volumes, shattering the rigid constructs of association based on ethnicity or creed. Let's take a moment to consider a modern parallel. We live in an age celebrated for its global connections, yet we're also marked by divisive rhetoric and the building of walls, both literal and metaphorical. Within this landscape, there are individuals and groups reaching across these divides, driven by a force as old as the parable itself: compassion. Whether it's through serving those impacted by natural disasters or bridging gaps in polarized communities, the spirit of the Good Samaritan lives on. Imagine then hearing from someone who, inspired by this ancient narrative, chose to cross a street, a social class, or even an international border to help a stranger. Their testimony not only humanizes statistics, but also illustrates the timeless call to embody mercy and generosity, mirroring the Good Samaritan's unlikely compassion. As we digest these stories, let's also absorb the scholarly insights that shed light on the radical nature of the Samaritan's empathy. With each act of boundless compassion we witness today, we knit tighter the fabric of humanity, echoing the ancient call to care for one another without precondition. It's more than charity, it's the construction of bridges over the chasms that separate us. And so emerged the Good Samaritan, not as a hero of the past, but as a living example for all. teaching us that our capacity for empathy knows no bounds. Imagine yourself at the crossroads of a bustling city street or the quiet divide of a neighborhood park. Pause for a moment and contemplate. When have you found it difficult to extend compassion across social divides? We invite you to share your experiences in the comments below, initiating a valuable exchange we can all learn from. Reflecting on the Good Samaritan story prompts us to ask not only who our neighbor is, but also how we can be a neighbor ourselves, irrespective of society's dividing lines. It challenges us to consider not just when we've crossed these lines to help others, but also when we've been the recipient of such unexpected kindness. In this world where headlines often speak of division and indifference, let us draw inspiration from those who've boldly lived out the essence of the parable. They offer warmth on the cold streets to the homeless, without asking for anything in return. They sit down to listen to the stories of elders in solitude, affirming their dignity. They tutor children whose parents struggle with language barriers, recognizing potential over circumstance. These are today's Good Samaritans, living testaments to the unifying power of compassion. Let this segment serve as an open invitation. Reflect on the boundaries you encounter daily. What prevents you from reaching out, and what spurs you to overcome your hesitation? As we ponder these questions together, may we broaden our understanding of the most ancient of commandments, to love our neighbor as ourselves, amidst the complex backdrop of our modern lives. In the ancient text, a man journeying from Jerusalem to Jericho falls prey to robbers and is left half dead. It's in this scene where the Good Samaritan emerges as the unlikely hero, crossing societal boundaries to offer help. As we visualize this moment through vivid illustrations, consider how often we pass by on the other side, fixated on our own affairs. Today, our road to Jericho might look different. It could be a bustling city intersection, an online community rife with heated debate, or even the silence between estranged family members. Yet the fundamental question remains the same. Will we cross the road when we witness need? Imagine the societal barriers that exist now, not just of ethnicity or nationality, but also of ideology, socioeconomic status, and lifestyle choices. Reflecting on these divisions, the parable instructs us to act with courage and compassion, to aid those whom society deems different or lesser. Let us draw parallels to modern instances. Perhaps it's about reaching out to someone with opposing political views, or lending a helping hand to a neighbor struggling with mental health issues. These gestures resonate with the Samaritan's unexpected act of kindness, a powerful demonstration of love that transcends preconceived notions and prejudices. Delve deeper into the implications as we contemplate the oil and wine used by the Samaritan for healing, an emblem of care that symbolizes nourishment and mending. When we extend our resources, time, or understanding, we too can be agents of healing in a fractured world. The inn where the wounded man is taken stands as a beacon of community and support, a challenge for us to create spaces of safety and acceptance in our own surroundings. What can we glean from the Samaritan's promise to return and further assist the injured man? It speaks to a commitment to ongoing aid, not merely a one-time gesture. Herein lies a call for sustainable compassion in our relationships and interactions. As we grasp the depth of these teachings and translate them into action, let's embody the spirit of the Good Samaritan in our daily encounters, fostering a kinder, more united society. As we reach the end of our exploration, let us hold fast to the image of the Good Samaritan, an enduring emblem of unwavering compassion. In a world brimming with division, this parable stands as a testament to the power of mercy and how it can build bridges across the chasms that separate us. The challenges we face today may be complex, but the call to love our neighbor remains a simple truth, beckoning us to extend kindness without expectation and to foster a community that embodies this transformative love. We invite you now to take this message beyond the screen. Reflect on the ways you can become a beacon of hope in your own journey, just as the Good Samaritan did on that road to Jericho. How will you cross the boundaries that society has erected and reach out to those in need? Share your experiences and insights with us in the comments below, and let us draw strength from one another. Like, subscribe, and share this video to spread the light of compassion. Look forward to our upcoming content, where we delve further into the richness of Christian teachings and their relevance in today's world. And join us in our community forums as we continue these vital conversations. Together, let's embrace the spirit of the Good Samaritan and act upon the profound truth that love knows no borders.